Hi friends, this is Sarvajan here. Welcome to my networking channel. Hope all are doing good. And today the topic I'm going to discuss about GLBP. So GLBP is a global load balancing protocol. The main mechanism is a load balancing mechanism. So which performs a load balancing in a round robin fashion. So the load is distributed equally to all the clients. So how the load is balanced by means of a single VIP IP. So I assign the VLAN 10 on all these switches, and also I configure EIGRP for the communication, right? So VLAN 10, and this is a corresponding IP 10.2, 10.3 and 10.4. So what happens, each and every client will send a virtual ERP request for the VIP IP. VIP IP is nothing but a gateway IP. So the 10.1 it will send a ERP request. So this each and every router will send a ERP reply for this ERP request. So in the reply message, it will assign the virtual MAC address for the individual client. So each and every client will get a individual virtual MAC address, unique virtual MAC address. So with a single VIP IP, it is getting multiple virtual MAC address assigned to the individual client. So that assigning the virtual MAC address to the clients are assigned by active virtual forwarder. So AVVF role is, we call it as an active virtual forwarder role. So that main role is used for forwarding the traffic sent to the virtual MAC address to the individual client. So that is the purpose of AVF. So what is the purpose of AVG? So there are two AVG, one is the primary and the secondary AVG. So the primary AVG is selected by the router with the highest priority or with the highest IP. So the AVG, whenever this primary AVG goes down, the standby or a secondary AVG will take over the active role. So how it is happening means, the primary and the secondary AVG will share the hello packet every 3 seconds. In case this secondary AVG does not hear any hello messages from the primary for a period of 10 seconds, what happens? The primary will goes down and the secondary will take over the active role. So that is the purpose of primary AVG, and the second role is it will answer the ERP request from the client. So whenever the client is sending an ERP request for this VIP IP, automatically it will assign the virtual MAC address to the individual client. So that forwarding traffic is done by AVF, active virtual forwarder role. The same way AVF also, when the primary AVF goes down, the secondary AVF will take over the active role. So these are the key points you have to understand about the global load balancing mechanism. This is main purpose is load balancing, and the load balancing by default performs in a round robin fashion. So that means the load is distributed evenly to all the individual client by using the single VIP IP and a multiple virtual MAC address assigned to the client, right? So let us go to the architecture. So this is the architecture. I have assigned 10.2, 10.3 and 10.4. All I assigned the VLAN 10, right? So these are the, this is the IP I assigned for tracking, interface tracking. So I'm going to explain that in a later video. So today let us discuss how it is, the load is distributed evenly. So let us see the first scenario. Let us go to the PC1. So PC1 I have assigned this IP 10.6, 10.7, 10.8 and 10.9 all are the same VLAN. So let us go to the configuration. What are things I have done? I want to show you. Show run interface VLAN 10. So this is a VLAN 10 I have assigned. Protocol is GLBP. This is a group number. So this selected as a highest IP address, or the highest priority is selected as a primary AVG. So what happened? This I selected as a secondary AVG. So the second highest priority I assigned. So this I assigned the priority as 200, and the secondary AVG I assigned the priority of 150. So let us go here. Show run interface VLAN 10. Right? So this is 10.3 and this standby IP is 10.3, and this is the VIP IP and this is the priority. Second highest priority will be elected as a secondary AVG, right? And each and every router will have assigned its own role, its own router, the AVF role, that is the active virtual forwarder. So let us see the show GLBP brief. So how to check show GLBP brief. So you can see here, this is the active virtual gateway and this is the VIP IP. So this will be responsible for answering the ERP request sent by the individual client, right? So these are the virtual MAC address. So this is, you have to keep it in mind. These are the virtual MAC address which is going to assign to the individual client. And this role is done by AVF, that is the active virtual forwarders, right? Active virtual forwarders. So the first MAC address will be 01 assigned to the first client, 02 will be assigned to the second client, and 03 will be assigned to the third client. So that is the way it works, right? So similar way, let us, how we can check is, let us do, instead of brief you can also do show GLBP, so you can understand it will show in a detailed way. So let us see. So now you can see this is selected as the primary virtual gateway, and this is the VIP IP. Hello timer is 3 seconds and hold down timer is 10 seconds. So you can see the standby IP is 10.3, right? That is the standard 10.3 is the secondary AVG, and the priority is 150. You are able to see, right? So this is 10.2 and the standby 10.3 and the priority I already told is 150. So load balancing mechanism is a round robin fashion and the default waiting value is 100. So let us see the group members. So these are the active virtual forwarders. So each and every router assign its own MAC address a virtual forwarder mechanism. So here, right, you are seeing forwarder 1, forwarder 2 and forwarder 3 is active. So this is active for the forwarder MAC address 03. So that's the way it assigned for the first gateway. So let us go for second one. So GLBP, let us see. So GLBP, so this is a standby secondary and the preemption is enable, right? And the priority is 150 and the waiting value is 100. Similar way, so this also will be having 3 forwarders, but one forwarder will be active. So it is active for the MAC forwarder MAC 02. So this is the MAC it will be assigned to the second client. So this is the way it works. So even though the primary AVG or the primary AVF goes down, automatically the AVF role will be taken up by the secondary AVG. So that is the way it works. So now let us see how it is assigning the virtual MAC address to the client. So what I'm planning to do, let us do the trace from PC1 to this corresponding IP 4.2 and I'm going to show the ARP request. So let us do a trace 192.168.4.2. I'm just tracing to this corresponding R2 IP address 4.2. So minus P is nothing but a protocol and 6 is there for TCP. So now let us see the ARP request. So we're able to see, right, it assigned the virtual MAC address, the client is 03, right? It is forwarder IP. This got the virtual MAC address IP is 03. And what it means is 0007B4. So this is the default MAC address and 0GA is nothing but a group number. That is a 10. VLAN 10 is a group number and 03 is a YY. That is a AVF number. So AVF number here is 03. AVF is the active virtual forwarder. So it is a number is 03. Let us go to the second client, that is PC2. Let us do the trace route. So here, if you want to see, let us do the ARP request. So ARP request, what is you are able to see, it is 10.1 0A01. So it is getting MAC address 01. So 0A is a group number. So this is the MAC for a GLBP and 0A is a group number and 01 it is getting the client MAC, right? This MAC it is getting 03 and let us see the, so you can see this corresponding active, which is active. So here in this case, the forwarder 2 is active, right? Forwarder 2 is active and let us go to the second MAC, PC3. So it will distribute in an evenly fashion or in a round robin fashion. Let us do the trace again. I am just tracing to the R2 router IP. Let us do the ARP request. So you can see, right, it is getting 02. So that is the reason it will be assigned in a round robin fashion. So let us see the fourth MAC address, that is PC4. So trace 192.168.4.2 minus P and 6. If you're doing ARP, you can see it is getting 03. So now let us see how it is getting assigning the MAC. So it is getting 03, right? It is getting 03 and the second one is getting 01 and second one is getting 02 and the fourth request is assigning 03. So it will be load will be distributed equally. So for example, the 40, if it is an 100% traffic and each and every will be forwarded 20% of traffic, 20 to 25%. So that is the way the load is distributed evenly or in a round robin fashion. So that is the main purpose of GLBP. So now you are getting the things what I'm telling. So now what I'm going to do, let us know, shut down this primary gateway. That is a AVG. Let us shut down and let us see what happened for this forwarder. So each and every AVG will assign its own router the forwarder role. So let us now shut down this AVG. So let us go to this corresponding ESW1, go to the configuration mode, interface VLAN 10 and let us now shut down. So now what happened, automatically you can see the forward, still the traffic will be forwarded for all the clients. What happened in that scenario, the second highest priority, secondary AVG will take over the active role. So this will become the AVG primary and it will assign its own router the forwarder role. So there are 3 forwarders, right? 1, 2 and 3. But even though this goes on automatically, it will assign the forwarder role accordingly. So let us see how it is assigning. So let us go to ESW2. So show GLBP brief. So now you are able to see this is taking the active role. So previously you were seeing that is a standby mode. So now what happened? This took the active role. That is a secondary AVG took the active role. And let us now see the forwarder role. Show GLBP. So there are three forwarders you are seeing, right? There are three forwarders, but it is showing only one is active. That is a load balancing round robin. There are three forwarders. One is active. That is forwarder two is active. That is this is the forwarder IP. That is 02. This is the global GLBP MAC, and 0 is for A is for group number. This YY is for, that is the active virtual forwarder, right? That is 02. So there are one forwarder. There also you have to see the remaining two forwarders. So the remaining two forwarders should be there in the third router. Let us see. Go to ESW3. Let us do the show GLBP. So now you can see, even though the first forwarder is down, right? So I already told this also will be AVG and this also will be an active virtual forwarder. Since I shut down this, still this will be acting as two forwarders. So that the two forwarder role will be assigned to ESW3. So this will be one forwarder, one is active. And for this ESW3, two forwarders will be active. That is the way it will distribute the traffic to all the clients. So there will be no interruption in the traffic. Let us see now. ESW2, right? ESW3. So there are two forwarders. One is forwarder MAC is 01 and another one is 03. So 01 and 03 is active for ESW3 and 02 is active for ESW2. So even though the primary AVF goes on, automatically the forwarder role will be assigned by AVG to the individual router. So that is the purpose of active virtual forwarder. So which is main purpose for forwarding traffic sent to the virtual MAC address to the individual client. So now let us do the trace and check the traffic. So I hope you are following this. So now let us do an ARP request. So the 01 is for first MAC, right? 01, this is a forwarder MAC. Now let us go for second one. So second one, let us do the trace. Let us see the ARP. So now it got the second MAC, 02, that is second MAC. And let us do the PC3. Let us do the trace. And now do your ARP. So now it is assigning the third MAC, 03. So automatically the fourth will get the first MAC. Let us see. Go to fourth. So that is the way it will assign the, it will perform the load balancing in a round robin fashion. O.2 minus P6 or, so it is getting the first MAC. So that is the way it will work, right? I hope you are understanding. So the summary is that there are two things. One is AVG and AVF. So GLBP is a global load balancing protocol, and it performs load balancing in a round robin fashion, and also load is distributed evenly. So there are two things. One is AVG and AVF. So AV is elected by the router with the highest priority or the highest IP. And when AVG goes down, secondary will take over the active role. So AVG, another role is, main role is answering the ARP request for the client. So AVF role is forwarding the traffic to the virtual MAC address sent to the client. So whenever it sends an ARP request, in an ARP reply, it will send the virtual MAC address assigned to the individual client. So that traffic forwarding is done by AVF. So the AVG, it will assign its own AVF, the forwarder role. So when this AVG goes on, automatically secondary AVG will take over the active role and it will assign its own router the forwarder role, right? So that is the way it works. So I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos. Thanks and have a wonderful day. Thank you.